I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma, IDC, stage 1B of the right breast, June 23rd of 2015. IDC is a most common type of breast cancer. IDC begins in the cells of a milk duct. It breaks through the duct wall and grows into the fatty tissue of the breast. It can remain localized and stay near the site of origin, or it can spread to other parts of the body through the lymphatic system or the bloodstream. I had a BRCA analysis, that's BRACA analysis, which was negative. And with this analysis, it just tests to see if the cancer is in your genetics. The cancer I was diagnosed with was considered environmental, meaning stemming from food, water, air, or stress. I tested ERPR positive, which means the cancer cells fed off of the estrogen in my body. I also tested negative for HER2. And what HER2 is, which means that I did not have the gene that produces a type of receptor that helps the cancer grow. So one that tests positive for HER2, that means that they can tend to have receptors that tend to be fast growing, and they respond to treatment with certain drugs. So I tested negative for that. I also the cancer cells in my body were considered in a tubular form, and this is called tubular carcinoma features. So my cells, were diagnosed as tubular carcinoma with tubular carcinoma features, and this is a rare type of invasive ductal carcinoma. The cells resemble tiny tubes, and they it tends to have a better prognosis and than most other infiltrating ductal or lobular carcinomas. I also had 5 lymph nodes removed under my right arm. One lymph node came back with zero point 0.8 millimeters of cancer in that lymph node, which that is considered none, meaning no spread, and non-capsular invasion, which was no spread. Therefore, I didn't have to have chemotherapy treatment. However, I did have to have 28 treatments of radiation, which I did for, of course, 28 days, but that was Monday through Friday. And then I also did treatment of tamoxifen. That's a pill form of chemotherapy, and I took that for 5 years, which I just finished my 5 years. And I also had a double breast mastectomy. Um, and I chose that because prior to being diagnosed with breast cancer, I have always had issues with my breast. Um, Starting back, I think like maybe in 2012, I would always get um, biopsies because I was so cysty. So I decided to go ahead and go forward with the double mastectomy because of that reason of me always having different complications with my breast with cysts, which were called papillomas. And I would always have to have that removed. I think I had maybe 3 surgeries prior to being diagnosed with breast cancer, removing the cyst that would come up in my breast.